the first door I ever built, it was a wood casing, wood door. And it was so much easier to install and work with. And then the UPVC stuff, it's like you kind of hesitate to work with it because then you damage it and then you can't, like, what do you do to repair it? It's basically plastic. It doesn't feel good. It still shifts. So this door in particular, I did it a little bit different. The previous door I built, the exterior side actually got a cladding that blended in with the siding of the outside of the building. So I ended up using a different membrane, which it's an adhesive, so you peel this off and it sticks down. But because this is basically just a solid stave core door, we can't do the same thing because then you lose the ability to fasten or glue the wood to this. So in this case, we ended up using a fluid applied inside the core of this door. And that changes based on how much moisture is sort of wanting to drive through the door. So as more moisture builds up on one side, it's going to let more through. So if the door ever does get wet, it's going to function and behave as wood should.
This video is sponsored by us, Nopal. Over the last decades, we've been on a mission to learn absolutely everything we can in housing around health, calm, focus, and resiliency. Now we're on a mission to share what we've learned with you. We're doing that through free content like you're viewing right now, one-on-one help through our guide services, design through our architecture services, or through our design build services. We can go through the entire process of your ideas through a custom design we collaborate on, and then actually build that into a finished home for you.
If we just were to put a trash bag type layer over it, it would rot pretty quickly. It would fall apart. The Titebond 3 by far is the best glue out of the Titebond series. I actually don't know. I haven't looked at other types of wood glues, but the reason why I like it so much is it has the fewest VOC emissions like after you use it, and it's exterior rated, and it has a slower drying time or working time. So basically it ends up being way better than 1 and 2 because off-gassing, air quality, all those things matter to us. So I don't even look at 1 and 2. I pretend they're not there.
How much glue goes in a door like this?
This one, actually not that much. I would say like probably these 2 bottles in total. So instead of a material, we're going to talk about precision or tolerances. And this is something I struggle with. Knowing how tight you need to make things. I make things way too tight when they shouldn't be. And then I end up having to do multiple cuts, which is sometimes better than making it too loose. But for like a door opening, I think I gave it like, the last door I did, I think I gave it like 1/4 of an inch at most. I think it was a dead-on fit. I think the whole door just slid in. Thankfully, we didn't need to use shims because there wasn't any room. So that might be a little bit too tight. Maybe we should leave, like a 1/16 on either. Okay, maybe 1/4. 1/4 on every side. But why that's important is obviously, if you have too much room and slop, then there's too much room for movement. And when there's movement, you do want things to move naturally, but if it has a lot of range to move, then it just becomes loose and, things wiggle out or things start to come apart. And then it ends up creaking or different things happen. When it's too tight, you kind of get a similar issue. If things are too tight, you force glue joints, you force nails apart. So there really is a trick to finding the right amount of tolerance for everything you do. I think that's all I have to say about that.